Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I'm farming some T6 Gamma Abyss. There's a particular reason for this, because T6 Gamma Abyss gives a lot more ISK than the T6 Exotics. I don't know why, or maybe they'll patch it soon, but generally speaking, if you average all the runs, you'll get like about 50% more ISK per run if you compare it to Exotic. So that's why I'm doing this, but they are a bit more difficult to run because they do boost the shield capabilities of the ships. So that's why it is also a little bit more difficult to run. So you sort of do pay the price for getting extra ISK from it. But I may not be super talkative because I have to be very concentrated when doing this, because time is the absolute essence of this. Do not want to mess up with time at all here. But I was originally wanting to today do some Triglavian hunting. But the thing is, with Triglavian hunting, you need to have a lot of time if you want to do a lot of it, because you need to like find a system, move your Marauder there, and then you get a lot of ISK when you farm it for a long time. But I don't have a lot of time today, or I don't feel like playing a whole lot of Eve that I would be in a system for many hours. So that's why I'm doing some Abyss, because the thing that's nice about Abyss is that you can just do a few sites and that's it. But Triglavian hunting, you have to spend quite a bit of time initially to set stuff up. You can see here we've got the survey data right there. The survey data is what usually gives a lot of the ISK from the gammas. I noticed that the survey data drops a lot more than the exotics for some reason. I don't know why. I plan to at least make a future video where I go over with you guys the different ISKs per average ISK per run. Oh, we got downtime as well. Oh, we might be able to finish this site a little bit earlier actually because of downtime. I didn't realize downtime was that. Oh, we've got Tachyon Clan as well. I need to be a little bit careful. But the thing is, the ISK that you drop from different weather effects, they actually do all differ slightly. So I'll actually go over with you guys like average runs and just average them out over many runs and see and show you guys what the data says, what the average expected is to get. Because I actually thought a long time ago that they were dropping about the same, but they actually do differ quite a bit, and especially the T6 exotics for some reason. So that's why this T6 gammas feel very satisfying to do, consistently getting 100 million ISK from every single run here. Occasionally it's below 100 million ISK, but almost always it's over 100 million ISK per run, so that's really very satisfying to see. I'm using these Tech 2 Valkyries here and the explosive missiles, because the explosive missiles are actually better, even though the... See, now we've got minus 50%. Oh, this is minus 50%, so... But the minus 50% will make it less effective, but still, even then, it is slightly more effective to use the explosive missiles, even though they do less damage than the thermal missiles. So that's why I'm using them right here. On waves like Ephialtes, for example, it'll be worse to use the explosive missiles because he naturally has very low resists, so it's just better to do more brute force DPS. I mentioned this a lot, but Ephialtes is the classical wave where you want to just have as much brute force DPS as possible. Also make sure it's applied well, but the resist type does not matter at all. Like, they have so little resists, it really does not matter. And I'm manually piloting here, like hold down Q, double click in space, because this Tachyon cloud is here. So I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally just get boosted by it and drift off into space. And the reason I'm not sitting still is because these guys shoot some special kind of missiles that are like torpedoes or the cruise missiles. I think it's a variant of cruise missiles, but perhaps torpedoes as well. They're very slow. You'll actually notice the missiles moving in the air if we can sort of get a good view. Let's see if we can get a good view right here. You see them? These things flying around here? They're actually going very slow. You see they're going very slow here. So we actually sort of outrun these missiles actually by just keeping our range, or just keep moving. So they don't do any damage. But if we stay still, however, they will hit hard and they'll wreck us real good. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to stay still in a cruiser against Lucid Deepwatcher wave. I think I have stood still in a frigate against Lucid Deepwatcher, and it was alright because the application was just so bad even when I was still. But still, I would just have it as a rule of thumb to always move, because these guys can hit hard if they do hit, but those missiles really have a hard time catching up to you for some reason. It's a special type of missile. The drifters, it's called some special name. I think Praetorian missile or something like that. Like it's like a unique name. It's not something that we players can use. So they have some special kind of missile that maybe has some mechanics of perhaps attributes of torpedoes and cruise missiles, and it's very slow but hits very hard when it actually gets to you. especially when you're in a shield-based ship. And we've got the blue cloud over here that boosts our signature radius. You have to pay even more attention because that will be pretty lethal when they hit. Something that's happened funny was the tachyon cloud here. It happened once sometimes they can be placed in very weird locations. It's very rare, but sometimes they can be placed so that they actually boost the enemies out of the boundary box. It once happened to me in a dark side that the enemies were thrown out of the boundary box because of the tachyon cloud. Let's see, now we've got 6 minutes. We've done here. 6 minutes is still enough. We'll reload Inferno. The reason I go for Inferno is because the longest wave, or one of the longest waves at least, is Ephialtes wave, and it's best to use Inferno missiles or kinetic missiles against them. Because it's the most amount of DPS, they have very little damage. I'll just keep them preemptively loaded right here. A lot of the stuff, though, is better to use explosive missiles, but when it comes to Ephialtes, at least, it's best to go with... it's best to go with thermal missiles. Now, this is not Ephialtes, so we'll probably go for this node over here. Deploy drones. We've got entanglers. I've got any null charges. There's a null charge and upholder. These guys are webifying guys. We don't want to have them mess with us too much. Start shooting. It would be better to use Nova here, but I've already got a fully full missile rack loaded, so it'll take I think it's a whole minute to reload. So it's just better to just use this ammunition type. And the difference between Nova, like the explosive missiles, and the thermal missiles, is not that big difference. It's only a tiny bit more with the Nova usually. So it doesn't really matter that we're shooting here. On these guys, for example, it's better to use the Nova. Yeah, look, this wave is actually pretty chill. This is the type of sleeper cruiser wave that goes very quickly. Let's see. If there was Ephialtes, it would take quite a bit longer. There's just so much raw HP to have to get through. It's pretty annoying. Oh, why did I stop shooting right there? A drone just decided to. Oh, I guess I'll not shoot this guy. Okay, I'll do this extraction cache over here. Grab this, and I'm not at all really trying to do the full clear style. I'm just trying to survive here. I'm just trying to get through this without running out of time or wasting time. But I see that this thing is on the way towards the bioadaptive, so that's why I'm going for this, because it doesn't waste really much time to go for this. Okay, we've got some drone aggro going on. This one here is not shooting anything, so he's probably shooting my drones. This guy is yellow boxing, so we'll go for these afterwards. The drone aggro is a bit annoying, because you have to also remember that if you have to recall your drones a lot, then that is also wasted time. Nova, Nova. Oh, yeah, we didn't do Nova. Okay, sometimes if you just click the second it reloads, then you can actually get it to switch ammo types. But if I have auto reload on, like I've got, it usually just reloads again the same ammunition type. I just sit near the bioadaptive cache. You'll notice that the drones, they're able to take a very big beating here because we're in the gamma site boosting the shields. Valkyrie is a shield-based drones. But this T6 Abyss stuff, I like to do this just in short bursts of play. The Triglavian hunting stuff, I think is quite fun and interesting, but this is more like when I just feel like, I don't feel like going full hardcore, even online, but I just want to do a little bit. That's why I do T6 Abyss. Let's see, there's the guys yellow boxing. Go for this guy as well. He's taking armor damage. So we'll probably want to recall these guys after this one's down. We'll go for this bioadaptive cache. See what's in here. Hopefully some good ISK. 32 million. You see that? You get so much survey data from these gamma sites. It's pretty crazy. These here. And this guy, these drones should be probably recalled actually. The Deviant Automatic Suppressor is not making stuff easier as well. We'll just recall the drones like that. There's no point having them keep taking damage. Oh, he was recharging shields, that's how powerful he was. But we'll use this new set right here. Deploy drones with this guy. And keep at range of the gate so we can just go in straight away when we're done. We'll split the missiles actually, just go for maybe this guy instead. Let's see, which two are shooting. We'll go for this and split one drone split to here. There we go. So everyone's taking a little bit of damage. They don't have remote reps. Only this guy does remote reps. So I don't think he does remote reps to them, actually. He only does remote reps to sleeper cruisers. You can even pay attention if any of their armor recharges because he's got remote repairs. You can even just look at him. Is he doing remote repairs? Oh, he maybe is. Look at that. He's doing something. He's doing something to this guy. Maybe he is doing remote repairs, but it is very weak at least because it doesn't seem like much is going on here. Popped, and popped. Super simple. We'll just have all the drones go for this Lucid Watchman over here because we can just end this one with a couple of missile volleys when the missiles have reloaded. This is a pretty tricky gamma site because of how we got to minus 50%. It's going to make everything go a lot slower. But the Gila is very strong. It pulls through. It's a strong ship. There we go. We can even recall the drones and just shoot a few volleys. And then when they're recalled, we'll just go to the next room. There we go. Shoot. Come on. There we go. And now that was a bit of a waste of time. I was thinking that those missile volleys were going to destroy that guy way before the drones were recalled. But I think the Automatic Suppressor made them go a little bit less, do a little bit less damage because I did... they just generally speaking shoot down your missiles. Okay, 86 kilometers, 48 kilometers. Good for here. Elite Lucifer Cinnabal is number 1 priority, and then afterwards Elite Lucifer Dramiels. Those guys are annoying. They do a lot of damage to our drones. They just love to eat our drones alive. So we're going to take out these Lucifer Cinnabals. They newt, do the most damage. They're also in a filament cloud, so this is not good for our cap. It makes us use more capacitor with our shield booster. Let's see, now we've got this extraction node over here. I don't know if we can go to it. The thing is, I tend to not want to go to extraction nodes in manually with my just normal movement in the Angel Wave, because they've got so much Webifiers. You see here, Webifier, 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 Webifier. We're going no speed at all. So you'll just go so slowly if you want to manually pilot to some of these extraction nodes. Ooh, there's a lot of newts right here. Ooh. All the save capacitor here, because this is a lot of newts. I didn't see that. Take out this Cinnabal. He is the most deadly one because all the damage is in this guy. And then we'll go for maybe Lucifer Fury. Look how many newts there. Wow, I didn't see that. I did not see that because I'm not too acquainted with the Angel. Oh, and then we're taking drone damage as well. Yeah, that is a bit spicy right there. We can stop shield boosting because we are so powerful in terms of our tank. Knock out these Furies right here. Oh, that's a lot of newts. I saw my capacitor going down very fast. So what? The whole thing is newts. Because usually the Angel Waves are not that difficult, so I don't really pay too much attention to their names, what they exactly do, as I just go straight through really. The only ones really that have had problems with are Cinnabals and like Frigate Waves, for example. They do the most amount of damage. Okay, there we go. Yeah, these guys are falling down very quickly. Good. 45 million. Nice. So you see here, we got easy over 100 million. 120 million, something like that. What is the total? Yeah, 121 million. Pretty decent. We could even just go with, since it's downtime, we can just try going for the extraction node over here. Because it'll just spit me out in space. We can just try going for everything, just make the most out of this filament. Can you move me? Thank you. If we don't have our drones get annihilated, look at that, just drones getting absolutely annihilated. The Webifiers are a bit annoying. You have heavy webs in the Angel Wave, and it's problematic because these guys love to destroy your drones, and when they web your drones, they're going to apply really good. And they'll also, probably the most important thing with the webs and drone aggro is that when you want to recall the drones, it'll take a long time for them to get recalled because they will be very slow. It happens sometimes that a drone is maybe 20 kilometers away, and I think, oh, it'll not take much time for him to get back to me, but he just dies before he is even able to return to me because he's getting hard webbed by like 5 Webifiers, so he's just not moving at all. And maybe he's even, because I think drones, they naturally have like a MWD, so there's scramblers as well. They just make so that they turn off their MWDs as well, so they go even slower. You see here, 5 minutes left and then 3 minutes until downtime, so we will have plenty of time. If we were even not able to make it back to the gate, doesn't matter. I'll just be spat out into space. It's alright. This guy here is webifying. I don't like him how he's webifying. We'll take out this Medusa. I think Medusa likes to... Medusa? No, it's Echo who likes to webify. Medusa's sensor dampening. But this is actually good speed. 15 minutes and we would have been pretty much done. I mean, we could have been a bit closer. Oh, no. Valkyrie, don't die. Don't die, Valkyrie. Look at that one. He's almost getting popped right there. You see, this one's going pretty slow, so he's probably getting webified or something. We'll deploy this one right here. That's why it's very handy to group your drones into 2 separate groups. You can just quickly, just with a flick of a button, deploy the next group out instead of having to individually click them. It's a lot more convenient. Okay, go for this, maybe Lucifer Cinnabal or something like that. I'll split these perhaps. Oh, we should also shoot this thing right here. Imagine this, we went all the way to get this one and then it doesn't have anything in there. Okay, grab this. Oh, 8 billion. Okay, good. I'll go for this one now. Let's see, will we have enough time to get to this? 2 minutes left of downtime and it's 70 kilometers away and we're going to go 700 meters a second. I don't know if we will have enough time actually. I don't have an MTU with me. So, probably we will not have enough time actually. We could always try, but I don't think we will. We'll try taking out all these guys and we'll recall the drones. So I don't have anything in, so I don't lose the drones. I think you do lose them if it goes to downtime. It'll make it so that like they will just go into space. Okay, 30 seconds. Yeah, no, we're not gonna be able to. We're not going to be able to get this node right here. So I'm just going to continue going towards this, but it's 30 seconds. We don't have enough time. So we're just going to get the drones and then just approach the transfer conduit, really. All right, less than 1 second left. Got to go to downtime. Let's do it for the... Wait for me to be thrown out. It's taking less than 1 second. Maybe I would have even been able to get there. Look, it's taking a little bit longer. It's not going into full time. Okay, there we go. Connection lost. Okay. Well, that was some T6 Abyss right there. 121 million, easy, just like that, easy like that. But they can definitely be a lot more difficult, these T6 gammas, because time is very important to keep good attention to that. You can get bad waves. Charybdis Tyrannos and FEL is just by far the worst. It takes so long. Average time I usually finish them is 6 minutes. So that 3 times 3, 18 minutes, really can be very, like, you have to pay laser focused attention to what you're doing in the game, but it is very profitable, so I think it definitely is worth it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.